Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Today is the 2nd of April 2014. A very good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Katharina Chang. Now people are driving away from the Chilean coast after an evacuation order followed by tsunami warning. We have more details on this story coming up later on in the news, but let's start off with a look at your headlines. A dengue prevention week declared from today. Difficulties in commencing the Yara season due to drought. CB requests the public to be careful in using electricity. And UK submarines joint search for Malaysian plane MH370. Dengue Eradication Week has been declared starting from today until the 8th of April. The Minister of Health said that this Dengue Eradication Week was declared as there is an annual customary increase in the number of dengue cases reported in April.
Intermittent rains and high temperatures have been revealed to provide a conducive environment for mosquito breeding. The Health Ministry said with the assistance of every unit this week, they expected to destroy mosquito breeding grounds and reduce mosquito density. Today has been named as the Educational Institute Day, being the first day of the National Mosquito Eradication Week. Therefore, today dengue eradication activity will center around all state and private institutions, catering to education including universities, dormitories, preschool premises, as well as premises where private tuition classes are held.
Now, World Autism Day is celebrated today. The Minister of Health said that 1 in every 160 people suffer from autism. Statistics have also revealed that 1 in 93 children in Sri Lanka suffer from autism. We now have the consultant specialist on child psychiatry at the Lady Ridgeway Hospital, Professor Hemamali Pereira, to tell what plans are undertaken here in Sri Lanka for Autism Day.
Autism is often considered as a disease of the brain, but it's more accurate to say that it is an unusual development or abnormal state of development of the brain. So the children with autism, it's mainly what is apparent is that they are delayed in starting to talk, and they are very aloof children who do not interact with other children very much, and they don't talk very much, so they prefer to play alone, and often even in school they may not associate their peers very closely, or would be even intolerant to their being closely interacting. It's very important that parents recognize this condition early, because in all cases of development what is important is that the intervention starts very early as possible. So the parents need to recognize these children and seek help. More importantly, it is important, I think everybody should take note of the fact that autism has steadily increased and very rapidly increased all over the world. So it is now the most prevalent developmental disorder. Although these children, not all children, have problems with learning, in fact some of them are very bright and very intelligent, because of their social limitations and their communication problems, they do not get the opportunity to learn or use their potential unless everybody concerned are able to understand their condition and offer the help they need. So therefore, developing services are very important. Right now, I think unfortunately in Sri Lanka, the opportunity for intervention is rather limited, because the services are very, very scanty. The knowledge in even the medical profession has to really improve quite a lot. right now the services are available for early intervention at the Lady Ridgeway Hospital and few other hospitals around the country, and the schools are now beginning to in fact take more interest and set their stage for helping these children. There is a national program that is going to be piloted and launched very soon, which is very fortunate for these children. So in the future there will be a lot more services available for these children. And in the schools also the teachers are now beginning to train, and they have
The Irrigation Department says the commencement of agricultural activities for the Yal season is facing difficulties due to shortage of water. Deputy Director of the Department of Irrigation, Janaki Megastanne, stated that water levels of most reservoirs are currently below the 40% mark.
At the moment, the water level of all the major reservoirs are went down due to that lack of rainfall during last northeast monsoon and the second winter monsoon. Now the water level, percentage of the water availability is 40%. We already started the Jala cultivation, some schemes, especially Batiko district, 100% cultivation started, and Polonnaruwa, Parakrama Samudra, water issues started. Other districts, we are waiting till first winter monsoon rainfall. With the rainfall, we are going to start the water issues, but sometimes water levels are very low, and we expect to do the other field crop from those tanks.
The CEP requests the public to conserve electricity, especially from 5 to 9 in the evening. Deputy General Manager of CEB, Senator Disanayake, stated that water levels near hydropower plants are at a very low level.
පසුගිය සති කිහිපය මුළුල්ලේම ජල විදුලි බලාගාර ආශ්‍රිත ජලාශවලට ප්‍රමාණවත් පවතින.
During the last few weeks, catchment areas of the hydropower plant did not receive a significant rainfall. As a result, the water levels of reservoirs near hydropower plants are at a very low level. Therefore, hydropower generation is also very low. Only 15 to 70% of national power requirement is generated from hydropower plants. The remainder is produced from thermal power plants. Thermal power plants that belongs to the CEB and the private sector are all working well at the moment. Thermal power plants has the capacity to produce electricity to fulfill the national requirement. Therefore, there is no threat of power shortages. However, the public must be careful to preserve electricity.
Now, midwives island-wide have commenced a continuous strike action. President of the Sri Lanka Government Midwives Association, Devika Kurituwaku, says that they have commenced the strike against the Health Ministry's decision to give labour room training nurses. She said that accordingly, members of their association will refrain from engaging in their duties. And on other local news, a special religious observance was held in Kandy yesterday in view of the 42nd commemoration of rebound politician late Philip Gunawardena.
An almsgiving was organized at the Temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic for the Mahasangha yesterday in view of the 42nd commemoration of late Philip Gunawardena. Family members of Philip Gunawardena, including Minister Dinesh Gunawardena, were present at the occasion.
Title holders West Indies sailed into the World 2020 semi-finals after Dwayne Bravo's power-hitting and Samuel Badry's lethal spin bowling fashioned a comprehensive 84-run victory over 2009 champions Pakistan.
Opting to bat first, it was effectively a quarter-final contest. Bravo and Sammy provided the late assault as West Indies planted 59 runs in the last 3 overs to post a strong total at the Shia Bangla National Stadium in Mirpur. Pakistan captain Hafiz drew first blood by removing Chris Gale, arguably the most destructive batsman in 20-over cricket, to give his team a perfect start. Hafiz lured Gale out of the crease and beat his bat for Kamran Akmal to complete a simple stumping. Lendl Simons and Marlon Samuels arrested the slide with a 39-run stand before falling in quick succession. Bravo then set to light the stadium with his sizzling power hitting to revive West Indies before he ran himself out after a 26-ball blitz that included 4 sixers. Sammy remained unbeaten after a breezy 20-ball knock as West Indies planted 82 runs in the final 5 overs in their spectacular last surge. Leg spinner Badri then took over, wrecking the rivals with a 3-wicket burst, and Pakistan could not recover after they had been reduced to 13 for 4 in the 6th over. Captain David Sammy's men overcome a wobbly start to post a strong 166 runs before returning to bowl out Pakistan for 82 runs in 17.5 overs and set up a semi-final clash with Sri Lanka on Thursday. India, who won the inaugural edition of the tournament in 2007, take on South Africa in the second semi-final on Friday.
Now on that note, we wrap up this edition of Primetime Sunrise. It was an absolute pleasure having you with us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Katarina Chang. Have a lovely day ahead.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.